And welcome back to UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University, home of the Wolverines. And while the Wolverines are down in Mesa, Arizona, getting the Western Athletic Conference postseason tournament started, we get to use this beautiful home field of theirs for the 6A high school playoffs. This is game 3 between the Davis Darts. Davis is going to be the road team and the Lehi Pioneers as the home team today. And we should have a great one. The first 2 games today, I'm here with Mike Matthews, Brian Priest. The first 2 games have been spectacular. A 3-2 Harriman win over Pleasant Grove, an upset in that one. And then Mountain Ridge picks up the 4-2 win over Bingham in game 2. But what are you looking for in this one, Mike?
Well, I mean, if we could get another game just like we've already watched for the last 2 games, that would be spectacular. It seems like both teams have always come out and always been had a little bit of an issue in the first innings, but then they've settled into kind of more of a pitcher's duel, and it always ends up in a fun, exciting finish in the 6th and 7th innings. So I think we're going to see a lot of the same here. We've got 2 really good teams, again, fundamentally sound. I think the pitching is going to be on par again, and I think it's whatever offense can get hot first is going to probably take this one.
Well, it's a perfect day for baseball in Orem. Let's go ahead and give you the lineup for the visiting Davis Darts. Leading off, it's the third baseman, number 5, Caleb Weaver. He's hitting .341 this year. Center fielder batting second, it's Owen Talbot. In the 3-hole, Wally Grant. Grant also the starting pitcher today for the Darts. In the cleanup spot, it's going to be second baseman Jackson Marble. Batting 5th will be the catcher Brody McGuire, followed by right fielder Carter Garrett. In the 6th hole, batting 7th is Cayman Sanchez. The shortstop batting 8th, the designated hitter Gavin Jacks. And the left fielder Tyson Baggett in the 9-hole. They'll be facing junior starting pitcher Braden Hansen. Hansen delivers ball 1 to Caleb Weaver. Braden Hansen comes into this game. He's got a 2-3 record, a .655 earned run average, making his 13th appearance this season. And none more important than this, as the pitch is lined into center field and the catch is made by Dawson Brown. We'll give the Pioneers defense. Gavin Yates in left, Dawson Brown in center, Boston Draculich in right, Cooper Williams at third, Murphy Madsen at short, Ozzie Williams at second, Cole Ybarra at first, and Brandon Manukin behind the plate. The battery of Braden Hansen and Manukin. Here's Owen Talbot trying to get the offense started for the Darts. If there's any Gridiron fans joining us this afternoon and the name Owen Talbot sounds familiar, he has been quite the performer on the football field for the Davis Darts the last few years. His little looper to second base, and the catch is made by Williams. So 2 up, 2 down. Fast start for Braden Hansen.
Great pitch there inside, got a little jam shot. Braden Hansen off to a great start.
Well, here's the Davis starting pitcher, Wally Grant. Grant started at first base yesterday. He's hitting .370 this season. Takes strike 1. Good fastball from Hansen. Coming right at these Davis hitters in the top of the first. High fly ball. Third base caught. So Braden Hansen gets a couple of pop-ups and a line out to center field as the Darts go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. You're watching 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSLSports.com. And bottom half of the first inning here at UCCU Ballpark between the Davis Darts and the Lehi Pioneers. The lineup for the Pioneers today against Wally Grant on the mound. Senior shortstop Murphy Madsen leading off, followed by a Boston Draculich, the right fielder. In the 3 spot will be first baseman Cole Ybarra. In the cleanup spot, center fielder Dawson Brown. Batting 5th is the catcher Brandon Manukin. The designated hitter Jake Welch is batting 6th, the only freshman in the lineup for either team. In the 7 hole is second baseman Ozzie Williams, followed by third baseman Cooper Williams. I would imagine that's a Williams brother duo more than likely. And in left field, batting ninth, it's the senior Gavin Yates. They're going to be facing Wally Grant, the senior left-handed pitcher. This is Grant's 7th appearance this year. Comes into the game with a sterling 1.84 ERA. He's got a 2-0 record. And just watching him warm up, he's got a good, quick arm action, and it looks like that ball could be tough to pick up. And there's just not a lot of left-handers at the high school level anyway, so it's a different look for a lot of these hitters.
Yeah, he's going to be a challenge to hit. You can tell even just by his ERA, you know he already is. He hides the ball well. He's late to the plate. He's got multiple pitches that he can throw for strikes. It could be a long day for Lehi unless they can get to him early.
Now, we talked about this in the last game. Sometimes with these, the best pitchers that these teams are throwing out, the most effective way to get to them is before they can settle in and really get comfortable on the mound. You know, they're coming out here and they've got nerves just like everybody else. So if Lehi can put bat to ball a couple of times and generate a little bit of a rally here in the bottom of the first inning, that would serve them well. But Murphy Matson behind 0-2. Pitch misses outside.
That's what Lehi did against Pleasant Grove yesterday. They jumped on him in that first inning. Even though they didn't score any runs, they got the bases loaded, and they just never let off the pressure, never let Pleasant Grove get comfortable. I think that's the exact game plan they're going for right now.
There's the 2-2 pitch, fouled away. Lehi picked up an 8-2 win over Pleasant Grove yesterday afternoon to advance to this game. On the Davis side, they also picked up an 8-2 win against Harriman. Pop up, foul territory. Left side. Nobody able to get to that ball. For a second, it looked like the third baseman might have been getting underneath it, and then he lost it. And nobody else really had a chance to get to that ball.
That's a tough play. There's a lot of foul territory on this field. And it looked like third baseman had a bead on it. Shortstop was running over to do his best, and it looked either he got into the sun or he just lost it in the sky. Missed opportunity there for an out.
Count still 2-2. The Pioneer leadoff hitter takes ball 3. And also on those high pop-ups when these guys have to run a lot, it's just not a play that they've had to make very much. They don't have the reps to be able to run full speed and track the ball as Madsen strikes out swinging.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing like game reps, and so you can maybe hit pop flies in practice and try to practice it that way, but those balls are spinning, different directions. The wind's going to mess with them, and unless you can get a few more reps in game time, it's just there's nothing like it.
Now a right-handed hitting Boston Draculich. And if we're ranking our favorite names from today, Boston's going to be top 3.
Crew Dredge is pretty good.
Crew Dredge is great. Don't get me wrong.
But Draculich,
there's some strong contenders
It's
today.
fun to say.
Draculich. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Grant. Fouled back to the screen. Defensively for the Darts, left to right in the outfield, Tyson Baggett, Owen Talbot, Carter Garrett. Across the infield, Caleb Weaver at third, Cayman Sanchez at short, Jackson Marble at second, Lincoln Green at first, and a battery of Wally Grant on the mound, Brody McGuire behind the plate. Like that pitch got away from Grant. Just slipped on the delivery. Count goes to 3-1. It's that pregame popcorn.
Yeah.
Comes back to strike. Gets a swinging strike, too. Second consecutive full count for Wally Grant to start this game. Payoff pitch. Draculich stays alive. Isn't that kind of Draculich's whole thing?
Yeah, good thing.
Except the sunlight you would think might be bothering him. I guarantee he's heard all these jokes before.
I guarantee it. He's not laughing, I'm sure.
So 3-2 count, 1 down. Bottom of the first inning. Darts and Pioneers getting things started here in game 3. High pop-up left side. Underneath it is a third baseman. Cooper Williams. Sorry, that's Caleb Weaver makes the catch. So 2 down.
Yeah, that sun is a little bit of a battle for those guys. Both the shortstop and third baseman both had to look for it twice. I don't think the ball was actually hit high enough that it got above the sun, so they didn't have to fight it as much.
And I would imagine with this sparse cloud cover, blue skies, for the next 2 or 3 hours at least, left field, the entire left side of this field is going to be battling the sun.
Probably for the entirety of this entire game, they're going to have an issue. And that's just the way this field plays.
We'll be dealing with the sun here in game 3, and then game 4. Wouldn't be surprised to see the shadows come into play. Ooh. Little nubber foul. Counts 2-1.
Outfield and infield playing a pole here to the left side of the field. That pitch inside just got right on the handle and actually went to the right side of the field. Great pitch.
Ybarra gets jammed on that one. He's hitting .354 this season. It's driven in 25 runs. Here's the 2-1. Fly out to right field, going a long way. And you just mentioned it, Mike. The Darts had him shaded toward left, giving plenty of space, and Ybarra chugs into second base with a 2-out double.
Yeah, that defensive shift did not go Davis's way. That ball was hit towards the right field line, but actually still more middle of the right field, but they were shaded so far left. Right fielder unable to go get it.
Again, it looked like he got jammed for the second consecutive pitch, but was able to fight it off, had enough strength to pump it out to right field for the 2-out double. Brings Dawson Brown to the plate. Brown hitting .355, the first RBI chance for either team this afternoon. The junior center fielder fouls the first pitch back to the screen.
It's a fair amount of pitches inside going on right now. We saw in last game, it seemed like a lot of the pitchers were pitching away, throwing breaking balls, breaking away from right-handed hitters. So far, Grant's been throwing a hefty amount of inside fastballs, and it's working. They're getting jammed.
I like that philosophy to start the game out. Work inside, go inside out.
I think Grant just threw a mistake. That breaking ball hung. It's almost a trick to the hitters. He watches it, he sees it. It looks like it's going to stay outside, and it just kind of stayed straight. Got found the strike zone.
Grant comes set, checks the runner. Here's the 0-2. And strike 3 looking. So Wally Grant finishes the bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless through 1. You're watching 6A High School Baseball Playoffs on KSLSports.com. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spending Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual yield interest on your account balances and 1% cash back on all eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the tip of the iceberg at Tab Bank. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and 0 account fees. It's a big deal at Tab. Member FDIC. Leading off here, the top of the second inning for the Darts after they went down in order in the first. It's Jackson Marble followed by Brody McGuire and Carter Garrett. Facing Braden Hansen. Strike one for Jackson Marble. Comes into this game hitting .311, 8 doubles and 4 home runs. Not bad production from your middle infielder. Fouls that pitch off.
Hansen, 2 quick strikes to start this inning. That's exactly what you want to see out of your pitcher. Challenge the hitters. We've been saying it all day.
Ground ball, second base. Williams up with it. And Marble is retired. Brings Brody McGuire to the plate. McGuire catching today. He's hitting .367 this year. Davis comes into the game with a 22-6 record this season. Pioneers 16-13. This is the first time they've faced each other. Both of these teams have been great offensively this year. Davis hitting .343 as a team, Lehi hitting .317. Both have on-base percentages well above .440 as a team. So a lot of run scoring from both of these programs. It's going to be a tall task for Braden Hansen and Wally Grant on the mound. Strike two, swinging. Hansen's looking very good here. Both of these pitchers in the first inning just attacking.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Both these pitchers are basically throwing it over the plate and seeing what these hitters are going to do with it. As of right now, they're winning the battle on every play or every pitch.
There's the payoff pitch. And McGuire's retired swinging. So Hansen retires the first 5 he faces. Brings Carter Garrett to the dish.
Well, we talk about trying to get the pitchers uncomfortable before they can get comfortable. I think it goes the same way for the hitters. If you're a pitcher and you come out and fire in strikes, you're going to get all the hitters on their heels. They're going to be uncomfortable in the box right away.
As Garrett takes ball one. Fly ball to center field. Going over, making the grab is Dawson Brown. So first 6 retired by Braden Hansen. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Still scoreless between the Darts and the Pioneers. You're watching 6A high school playoff baseball on KSLSports.com. At UCCU Ballpark, home of the Utah Valley Wolverines. The Lehigh Pioneers coming to the plate. It'll be Brandon Manukin, followed by Jake Welch and Ozzie Williams. Manukin looks like a catcher as he steps into the right-handed box. Taps the first pitch foul.
Yeah, Grant's breaking ball didn't look too confident in that first inning, but you come out in the second inning here and throw an 0-0 breaking ball for a strike. It's a good sign.
The pitch evens the count 1-1. Manukin batting .312 this season. He's got 3 doubles and 3 home runs. Another off-speed pitch up above the zone. Count goes to 3-1. Ground ball, third base. It's a good play by Caleb Weaver. Manukin is retired.
Nice job moving to his left. Looked like he may have lost his balance right as he got the ball, set his feet, threw it hard across the diamond. Making guys can make that kind of play look easy. That's not an easy play. A good third baseman make it look easy, though.
Arranging several feet to his glove side before even getting to that ball, and then to be able to plant his feet and make a strong throw. Like you said, it's a play that a third baseman needs to be able to make, but that doesn't make it an easy play. Another grounder to third. Weaver up with it, 2 down. Here's Ozzie Williams.
Nice job by Grant. Like we said, that breaking ball looked a little shaky in the first, but he's come out and he's thrown it a couple times for a strike and got a ground ball on that one right there. Grant looks to be settling in a little bit here.
You can see Grant even from up here. He's got a very strong base that he's using as he follows through on his pitches. Behind 2-0 against Williams. Ozzie's hitting .337 coming into this game. Now ahead 3-0.
You mentioned that right there, and as we kind of watch it, you can tell he wasn't quite coming balanced on this at-bat right here. He's a little bit too quick to home plate. I believe that's probably one of the reasons he wasn't locating him. As he throws a strike here, he got to his leg lift a little bit slower that time, got a little bit better balance, able to locate the fastball.
But I think that's where you see with Grant, the velocity that he's got. He's able to make up for some lack of command. It's a lot more difficult for batters to catch up with his fastball. Fly ball left field, going back on it. Going to be 2 bases. Looked like not the best read by the left fielder, Tyson Baggett. Ball touches down. Likely going to be a 2-bagger. Brings Cooper Williams to the plate now.
Yeah, that ball definitely had some altered spin on it. As it came off the bat, left fielder looked like he came in and then realized it was slicing towards the line. And by the time he realized and made the read, it was just too late.
Checks the runner, the pitch. Another chance at third for Weaver. It's all Caleb Weaver in the second. A 1 base hit. We head to the third. Still 0-0 at UCCU Ballpark. You're watching KSLSports.com. Are you ready to unlock your full athletic potential? At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping athletes conquer pain, recovering faster, and achieve peak athletic performance. Whether you're in professional, collegiate, or recreational athlete, our tailored approach ensures you'll be stronger, faster, and more resilient. From personalized physical therapy to sports-specific performance training, we guide you every step of the way. Plus, with remote coaching options, expert support is always within reach. Don't let injuries hold you back. Visit athletic-potential.com to schedule your free consultation today and take the first step towards your best performance yet. And leading off here in the third, it's Cayman Sanchez looking at strike 1. Sanchez hitting .314 this year. Waves at strike 2.
Both great pitches, outer half of the plate. Hitter's off balance here. He doesn't seem to be able to reach out and get that outside pitch right now.
And the outside corner, ring him up. Cayman Sanchez goes down looking. It's a second strikeout today for Braden Hansen. Here's Gavin Jacks coming to the dish.
3 straight pitches, all outside. It's a great awareness either by the coach, by the pitcher, or the catcher that that batter has a hole in his swing on the outside. He'll live there until he proves that he can hit it.
And not only that, that outside edge has been a strike all day long in all 3 games. Another strike from Hansen ahead of Gavin Jacks. Another 300 hitter for this darts team. All 9 players in the lineup for Davis today hitting over 300. Bouncer to short. Up with it is Madsen. M&M gets the job done. Murphy Madsen over to Ybarra. Retires Jacks. It's Tyson Baggett now, the 9-hole hitter for the darts. Braden Hansen off to a torrid start in this game. He's retired the first 8 batters he's faced. That was ball 1. Baggett hitting .304.
You know, there are times you get 2 quick outs as a pitcher, and there can be a letdown in between that second and third out. And that's what I think we're seeing a little bit right here. As that focus drops, you start missing your spots. You're not as quite as crisp as you were before. We dropped 3-0 on this batter here.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Tyson Baggett hitting .304 with 3 doubles, 1 home run. And takes ball 4, so a 2-out walk. We'll see if that comes back to bite Braden Hansen. That's the first dart runner to reach.
You know, some catchers will look right at their pitcher after 2 quick outs like that, and you'll see him point at him and say something to him, and it's typically like, hey, let's go right here. And they'll basically be telling him, like, don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas and keep doing the job. And that'll keep him focused on that for that third out. And maybe that's what we need to see right there.
And the importance of being able to lock in after you get those first 2 outs and finish the inning is not just finishing the inning, but it rolls over into the end of the game. You get to the 5th, 6th, 7th. If you've saved your pitch count by being efficient, then you can save your bullpen, and you put yourself and your team in a better position in a tournament like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, but if you go out and get 3 quick outs as a pitcher, that's only going to gain momentum for your offense going into the dugout. So that third out, 2 quick outs with a third out, it's a big deal.
Pitch in the dirt, backhanded strong throw down to second base, stolen base for Tyson Baggett.
The fact that he can even make that throw is actually pretty incredible. That pitch was about 58 feet and hit in front of home plate. He was able to pick it on a 1-hop and still make the throw down to second with the potential of even getting him out. Nice play.
Yeah, just making that a competitive play shows the talent of Brandon Mnookin behind the plate. It's a 1-2 count for Caleb Weaver hitting .341. Hansen checks the runner at second. The pitch misses high and tight. Well, both of these pitchers threw two innings and some change are throwing a lot differently than what we've seen from teams earlier in the day, as they really are trying to own this inside portion of the plate rather than only attacking the outside corner. It's a 2-2 fouled away.
Good pitch there. You saw their catcher look at his pitcher and gave him kind of the 2 arms up like, hey, we got this. And comes back with a great breaking ball right there. Good job for helping refocus your pitcher.
Two count, 2 down. Laced foul. Weaver flew out to center in his first at-bat. A runner takes off, and another foul ball. First time we've seen anybody attempt to steal third today.
I love that. I love that call. You got a 2-2 count. Good chance that he's going to get a chance to swing at a pitch. Not a lot of balls have been thrown. I mean, you put a runner, you put that base runner in motion. Ball goes to the outfield. You got an easy run right there.
Strike three looking, Braden Hansen. Great pitch by Braden Hansen. Gets Caleb Weaver looking. We head to the bottom half of the third, still scoreless. You're watching the 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSLSports.com. Bottom of the third inning here at UCCU Ballpark. Lehi Pioneers Davis Darts battling to a draw through 2.5. Davis still looking for their first base hit. The Pioneers have no runs, 2 hits through 2 innings, 1 hit in each of the first and second. Off of Wally Grant. Leading off for the Pioneers, it's the 9-hole hitter Gavin Yates. Swings at the first pitch, high fly ball to center field. Talbot took a couple steps in before backtracking on that ball and making the grab.
That ball was hit pretty well, maybe a little towards the end of the bat. Great read by our center fielder, a couple hard steps back, right underneath it.
Now shortstop Murphy Madsen. Madsen takes strike one. Beautiful off-speed pitch. Murphy, a senior, struck out in his first appearance at the plate. Ball outside, evens the count 1-1. Fouled straight back. Count goes 1-2. Grant just continues to attack hitters, staying in the strike zone.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a breaking ball away or at least down.
Misses with the fastball high.
Interesting pitch sequence. He's gone 2 fastballs, coming back with a fastball high. Set up that breaking ball away.
Another fastball. Turned around out to left field, going back on it. Baggett makes the grab. Not sure that's what Grant wanted to do with that pitch, but he gets the out either way. That brings Boston Draculich to the plate.
They have the benefit of scouting reports.
Yeah, the coaches don't share the spray charts with us for some reason. Go figure. Short timeout for a ball on the field. Get that taken care of. And we're back in action. Reminder, this is the third game of 4 this afternoon. Game 4 features the #1 American Fort Cavemen taking on the Riverton Silverwolves. It looks like Draculich may have been fooled on that pitch.
Draculich just got to take a deep breath here. He's fooled on the pitch before that, and then that ball is just straight by him. He's got to reset here.
Popped up behind home plate. Making his way over to it. It's actually going to be the pitcher that calls everybody off. Wally Grant makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down in the third. So we head to the 4th inning, still scoreless at UCCU Ballpark. You're watching the 6A high school playoffs on KSLSports.com. Top of inning 4. Pioneers and Darts still scoreless, leading off the center fielder for Davis. It'll be Owen Talbot, hitting .446 this season. He is 0 for 1 today. The Darts still looking for their first base hit against Braden Hansen. They've had one base runner. It was a 2-out walk to Tyson Baggett in the third. Baggett was stranded at second. See if this hot-hitting Davis team can get the bats going. And as Talbot lines a ball through the left side. Leadoff base hit for Owen Talbot sets the stage for Wally Grant to help his own cause.
I think Talbot had the right approach there. Go up looking for a first pitch strike that you could hit. He had a location picked, and he was able to just jump on it. Good start for the Darts this inning.
Second base runner of the day for Davis. First base hit. Wally Grant hitting .370. Squares around a bunt. Good bunt. Advances the runner, the throw. What a play by the second baseman. That's Ozzie Williams coming over to... Sorry, that was not Ozzie Williams. The first baseman didn't crash. So that was Cole Ybarra digging that ball out. Good play.
As a well-placed bunt, tough play for the pitcher. He's going a little bit away from first base, has to stop, turn around, make a quick throw. Great play by the first baseman in picking that.
Owen Talbot advances to second on the play.
Job well done by Davis, moving it over.
Here's Jackson Marble. So 0-1 for Marble. He's hitting .311 this year. He's been a good RBI man. Fourth on the team with 26 runs driven in. If you're Davis, the way Braden Hansen's been pitching, you really want to take advantage of this run-scoring chance. You may not get another one. Strike 2 over the top of that one.
Good pitch there, breaking ball down and away. Got to change your approach to the plate here. Put some in play, move the runner over.
Fly ball into the gap. Talbot will score easily. Marble standing safely at second base. An RBI double for Jackson Marble. The Davis Darts strike first. It's 1-0.
How quickly a game can turn. Lehi's been pitching very well, getting outs. And no hits coming in this inning now. 2 hits and the first run of the ball game. Davis's bats are starting to heat up.
There's Brody McGuire hitting .367. Looks at strike 1. So the Dart bats have been quiet until the fourth. They've got 2 hits. A leadoff single by Owen Talbot. He came around to score on that Jackson Marble double. Still only 1 down in the inning. You immediately see the benefits of playing small ball and bunting the runner over. Talbot able to score on that play. Hansen checks the runner. Just misses inside. That outside corner's been kind, the inside corner not so much.
Yeah. It's been that way all day with 3 different home plate umpires, so something to be thought about.
Pitch misses outside. Count goes to 3-1 for McGuire. After McGuire, it'll be Carter Garrett.
If you're McGuire here, you've got 1 pitch in mind and 1 location. If it's not there, you're not swinging.
Pitch into dirt, bounces away from Manukin. Marble advances to third on the play. That'll likely be a wild pitch on Braden Hansen's ledger. So we see some of the Lehi softball team making an appearance today. Now we know the cheers are going to get good. 2-2 count. Hansen checks the runner at third. Here's the pitch. Line, the opposite field. It hits the line. It's fair. Extra bases for McGuire. Safely at second base. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the Darts. It's 2-0.
Great piece of hitting. Pitch was thrown a little bit down, a little bit inside. He's able to get an inside-out swing and poke it right over the top of first base. Keep it fair and drive in another run.
The Davis coach is going to come and have a conversation with the umpire real quick. And we'll have a meeting on the mound as well, as Braden Hansen's given up 3 hits this inning, back-to-back doubles. First time he's experienced any trouble today. And I would imagine this conversation is mostly just about settling Hansen down, not letting the game speed up on him too much.
Yeah, it's all about, breaking rhythm and momentum. Come out and have a different strategy. Obviously, their team has been putting together hits. They've been able to execute on their game plan. So, as a coach, you want to go out, talk to your squad, let them know, hey, look, we're still going to go play our game. We're going to execute here. We're going to get ground balls. We're going to get fly balls. Let's go get some outs. A lot of ball game left to play. All you got to do is just make sure that they start executing. A lot of times the coaches will go out and talk to their pitcher right here and just say, hey, look, your stuff's good. You need to trust it. Don't be too cute about it. Don't be too fine. Challenge the hitters. Or sometimes it's, hey, this pitch you're missing on, and that's what they're hitting. Hey, on this pitch, I need you to execute it here. It's just usually 1 or 2 points of improvement. Walk off the mound and let your players play.
You don't want to overload your pitcher with too much information in that moment. Like you said, just a couple points of what you might be seeing from the dugout. And he smokes that ball to deep right field. That'll be a ground rule double. Carter Garrett with the best hit ball of the afternoon, the 3rd straight double for Davis. Brody McGuire scores. The Darts have broken this game wide open. It's 3-0.
Darts they're seeing the ball now. They say hits are contagious. Confidence is contagious. The team is rolling.
Cayman Sanchez, strike 1. Like that ball might have gotten a piece of Manukin behind the plate. It's a small thing, but it's one of the things that I really love about baseball. Maybe call me a nerd, but just the symbiotic relationship between the home plate umpire and the catcher. Mm-hmm. If either one of them wears a foul ball, the other will slow the game down. The catcher might go talk to the pitcher. The umpire will clean the plate off. Yep. They're working together. They're as much of a team back there as the catcher and the pitcher are.
Yeah, they definitely have something in common. They've got a ball coming right at them all game. And so they get it. They're the ones that usually the ones most often getting hit, most often getting foul nicked and those type of things. And so there's definitely a common bond between the two. And if you can listen to any of those conversations, both from the professional level all the way down to even just the high school level, they're having conversations the whole game. Mm-hmm. They're talking to each other, hey, where was that pitch? Hey, here or there. And a lot of times these guys are on first name basis. So it's a pretty fun bond. I think if wearing a microphone on a catcher would be pretty fun to listen to.
Bouncer to third. Strong throw. They'll get the out at first. Garrett advances to third on the play, but we've got 2 down now. So Hansen stops the bleeding briefly. Carter Garrett 90 feet away with the 4th run of the inning. It's Gavin Jacks at the plate. Another fun aspect of that catcher-umpire relationship, like you said, they're talking the entire game, and the catcher's absolutely asking him, where was that pitch? Up, down, inside, outside, and he wants to get strike calls for his pitcher, but on the other side, he's looking at the umpire sometimes when he steps up to the plate and going, hey, that was outside. You're not giving my guy that pitch. It could be a lot of fun to watch those interactions. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hansen. Misses low. Jacks nothing for one today. Grounded out to short back in the second inning. And the 2-0. Misses again. Hansen struggling right now. Starting to see some action down in the Lehi bullpen. It's like a right-hander getting loose. And strike one. Jax was taking all the way on the 3-0 count. And the way Hansen missed on those first 3 pitches, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if he's taking here. Ground ball to third. Williams, good throw, good dig at first by Ibarra. So that'll end the inning. Davis gets 3 runs on 4 hits. The Darts lead 3-0 after 3.5. You're watching the 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSLSports.com.
With a tab spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Bottom of the 4th inning, the Davis Darts scored 3. We'll see if Wally Grant can put the Pioneers down and maintain the momentum, or can Lehi strike back? Start getting the bats going on their end. Leading off for the Pioneers, it's Cole Ibarra. Ibarra doubled in his first at-bat. He was stranded at second. Looks at strike one. Ibarra hitting .354 this season with 4 doubles and 4 home runs. Another bouncer to third. Hot corner's been busy today on both sides. Caleb Weaver across the diamond to get the first out.
Soft contact to third. That's good speed control by the pitchers, changing speeds. You see guys get jammed and soft grounders to the right side of the field for right-handed hitters, but when they're off the end of the bat like that, that means that they're out in front. They're not reading speeds very well.
Dawson Brown takes strike one. As a pitcher, if you see a lot of 5-3 putouts, you know you had a good day. Pitch misses outside.
That can change depending on who you're playing too. A lot of times there's teams that are more of a fly ball happy team, and so they'll try to get under the ball, and then you see a lot of fly ball outs that day, you know you've had a great day. Obviously strikeouts are always a good day.
Foul ball out of play. I mean, you have had the chance to work with a lot of high school athletes, and maybe not working specifically on their swings and stuff with them, but you've had a chance to talk to them. Has the launch angle revelation made its way into high school sports, or is it more just we're still trying to hit line drives?
Absolutely. It's definitely made its way. The swings have changed and evolved over time, and one of the biggest things we've seen is that I really like watching both in professional baseball, collegiate, down to high school, is that the swings will change based on how the pitchers are pitching. And then when the hitters start catching up, and start hitting balls harder, pitchers will start evolving away from it. It's this ever ebb and flow between hitter and pitcher. And it's pretty fun to watch where, sinker ballers were all the thing in the 1990s and early 2000s. You've got a lot of cut ride fastballs going on right now because the swings are all built to get the barrel down to the bottom of the zone and then and drive it forward. Now you're starting to see these cut ride. Well, the swings are starting to change now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens the next 5 to 10 years in baseball.
Well, with analytics and the way that, TrackMan and things like that teams are able to use, a lot of times, especially at the higher levels, pitchers are able to adjust a lot faster than hitters are able to. And that's really the downside offensively for some of these guys is a pitcher can mess around in the bullpen and add a changeup or a slider in a couple of sessions, whereas a hitter, if he's trying to change his swing, and it takes a year, like you're working on it, and it's just reps and muscle memory.
Yeah, pitch design has become just a crazy thing for pitchers, being able to actually design a pitch without having to face a hitter with it.
Mnookin goes into the gap. Extra bases for Brandon Mnookin. He's chugging into second base. A 2-out double. For the Lehi catcher, keeps the inning alive for Jake Welch. So Lehi trying to answer the 3 spot from Davis in the top half of the 4th. Going to have a pinch runner coming into the game, replacing Mnookin at second base is going to be number 11, Cade Bailey.
Yeah, this mound visit is exactly what Lehi was doing last inning. All right, we got 2 outs. Lehi puts together a good hit here. The coach is coming out to talk about a defensive plan, how they want to work this. Telling his pitcher, hey, look, you pitched a really good game. Let's hit our spots. Hey, this is how we're going to pitch this guy. So, if you talk about how coaches can have influence in the game, this is one way here. They can slow it down. They can speed it up. They can go refocus players. Good coaches know exactly when to do this and know exactly what to say when they do it. So I think we're seeing a good display of good coaching here in all these teams here today.
And Wally Grant is familiar with working around doubles in this game. He's given up 3 hits. All 3 have been 2 base hits. And with 2 down, we can focus on Jake Welch at the plate. As Welch, the freshman, takes ball 1. Big spot for a freshman designated hitter. No better way to learn than jumping into the deep end. Grant steps off. Paying a lot of attention to Cade Bailey, the pinch runner out at second base. Strike 1. You like to see that from a young pitcher. You can tell he's very focused on the runner, but he's still able to execute his pitches. Jams Welch inside, counts 1 and 2. Runner in scoring position at second base, 2 down, bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch, high, evens the count. Welch is nothing for 1 today. Grounded out to third in his first plate appearance.
I'm Grant. I'm focused on the hitter here. If they want to run and try to steal third base, I'm going to try to let them have it.
That's strike 3 on the outside edge. Wally Grant locks in, records the strikeout. Exactly what the Darts needed after scoring 3 runs. We head to the 5th. Davis leads 3-0. You're watching 6A High School Baseball Playoffs on KSLSports.com.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spending Rewards checking account. You can get 3.5% annual yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on all eligible purchases. But great rewards aren't the only thing you'll get at Tab Bank. In fact, rewards are just the beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with zero hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balances, and no account fees. It's a big deal at Tab Bank. Member FDIC. We're here at UCCU Ballpark, home of the Utah Valley Wolverines. 6A high school playoffs today. It looks like we may have a pitching change for Lehi. It appears Hazen Elton has entered the game for the Pioneers. So the first pitching change we've seen this afternoon. Hazen Elton, a junior pitcher, replaces Braden Hansen. We'll give you the line on Hansen in just a moment.
Now batting for Davis, the left fielder number 2, Tyson Baggett.
Boston Draculich leading off. Oh, sorry, Tyson Baggett leading off. Getting mixed up looking at my book here. It counts 1-1 for Tyson Baggett. Baggett walked in his first plate appearance. First batter that Elton has faced today. This is the 8th appearance of the season for Elton. He's got a 5.44 ERA, a 1-0 record. Coming in trying to keep the Darts at 3. Give his team a chance for the comeback. Baggett hitting .304 this season. Counts full now, 3-2 for the Davis leadoff hitter. Popped into foul territory on the left side. Ranging over and making the catch. It's Cooper Williams. Now the top of the Davis lineup, Caleb Weaver.
Great catch by Cooper Williams. Like I said, in this field, there's a lot of foul territory. Any foul ball that looks like it may be out as an infielder, you've got to be chasing. That ball looked like it had a chance of getting out. It ended up being about 10 feet from going out of this, out of play. So good job by Cooper to go get it.
Davis leadoff hitter Caleb Weaver hitting .341 this season. Looking for his first hit today. Flew out to center field in the first, struck out looking in the third. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Looks at strike one from Hazen Elton. Closed the book on Braden Hansen. He went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs. All 3 were earned. Hansen struck out 3. Bouncer up the middle. Strong throw from the shortstop. Just gets Caleb Weaver. Weaver not happy with the call. 2 down in the inning.
The ball is hit really well, and on the turf it goes fast. even though it was a bobble at shortstop, still had time to recover and throw a strong throw across the dime to get the out at first. Close play at first.
Bounce to third, over a diving third baseman's glove. So 2-out base hit for Owen Talbot. That's Talbot's second hit today. Keeps the lineup alive for Wally Grant. Grant laid down a sacrifice bunt the last time he came to the plate. Won't be seeing that here with 2 down. He'll be swinging. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Owen Talbot on the move at some point during this at-bat, though. Talbot just avoids that ground ball through the right side. So back-to-back singles. The Darts are in business.
I think if that ball doesn't go right at Talbot, you're looking at him going all the way from first to third on that. But since he had to slow down and avoid getting hit by the ball, that made him hold up at second base. A little 2-out rally going for the Davis Darts right here.
Darts scored 3 runs in the 4th. They're trying to add some insurance here in the 5th.
Elton's come in and done a pretty good job of getting some outs here. What he hasn't done as well as I'm sure he would like is he has not gotten ahead of hitters. He's fallen behind at least 2 or 3 of these hitters 2-0. It really puts him in a hole to be able to have to throw a nice pitch or a better pitch for the hitter to hit.
And it's just such a good contact hitting Davis team that if they know the pitcher has to come in the strike zone, it gives them too much of an advantage. Now behind 3-0 to Jackson Marble. Marble hit an RBI double in his last at-bat. It was the first of 3 consecutive doubles for the Darts. Taking all the way on 3-0, and the bases are loaded. So Hazen Elton has come into this game, and he's gotten himself in quite the pickle. Loaded the bases, 2 down right now. Davis trying to add some insurance. They lead 3-0. Lehi cannot afford to give up any more runs.
I think you see a take here until I get a first pitch strike or a strike in this at bat.
Exactly what you were saying, Mike. Good call. In my head, I was thinking maybe you ambush, but you were right.
I think a lot of head coaches will decide that based on the hitter. If they're a good first pitch hitter, then I think they'll let him swing away. But if the guy who might be struggling on the mound in this situation, I think you take. Of course, now he's thrown 2 strikes, gotten ahead, so now you got to battle at the plate.
Brody McGuire in a hole, hitting .367. Had an RBI double back in the 4th. If he can get into one here, it would score at least 2. Fouled out of play. Count remains 0-2. Four games today. We'll have 4 more games here at UCCU Ballpark tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. first pitch. The winner of this game will advance. They'll play at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon, and they'll play they'll play Riverton. Oh, they'll play the winner of tonight's game.
little conversation between catcher and pitcher here. That Eldon had shaken off on the pitch before that, and then he just shook off again and called his catcher back out. So a little confusion between pitcher and catcher here. And an 0-2 pitch and 2 outs with bases loaded. I would hope you guys will be on the same page. Hopefully they can execute right here.
That's strike 3. So Hazen Elton gets the job done. He loads the bases, but strands all 3. We head to the 5th, bottom of the 5th. Davis leading Lehi 3-0. You're watching 6A high school playoffs on KSLSports.com. Bottom of the 5th inning, Lehi coming to the plate. They trail 3-0 against the Davis Darts. Wally Grant has been almost unbeatable on the mound for the Darts. He's given up 3 hits in this ball game. Hasn't allowed a runner to advance past second base. Davis scored all 3 runs in the 4th inning, courtesy of 3 consecutive Dart doubles. Well, the Pioneers have to find a way to dig back into this one. Wally Grant throws ball 1 to Ozzie Williams. There's strike 1. Williams doubled and was stranded at second back in the 2nd inning. A little lollipop curveball right there, catches the corner.
Ever since Grant's been starting to locate that curveball, it has definitely disrupted Lehi's hitters.
Misses high with the fastball. And Ozzie Williams strikes out swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for Wally Grant today, having a great game. Here's Cooper Williams.
Now that fastball looks so much more faster when you follow it with or the pitch before that is that looping curveball, because that'll speed up that fastball, make it like 2 to 3 miles an hour faster.
And that just goes to show how important pitch sequencing is in an at-bat. Ball 1 to Cooper Williams, hitting .286. Grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. Squares around to bunt. Bunt's foul. Now 1-2. Grant still looking strong on the mound for the Darts. Trying to hang on to this 3-0 lead.
If you're a right-hand hitter and have never tried to bunt a left-handed curveball, it is not something you see very often. And so it is not an easy task, especially when thrown inside.
Grant misses high and away. Evens the count 2 apiece. Another miss outside. So we got a full count now.
These are the similar mechanics that when he was missing high before, he wasn't coming quite balanced on his leg lift. We're seeing the same thing. He's rushing to home plate just a little bit. See if he can get fine balance right here.
So foul ball. Cooper Williams stays alive. Count remains 3-2. And you're exactly right. When Grant doesn't find balance at the top of that windup, he really struggles. So Cooper Williams reaches. Now the 9-hole hitter Gavin Yates. Before Yates will bat, we're going to have a conversation on the mound. As you can see, Wally Grant get a little bit loose with his mechanics right now, and I would imagine that that's going to be a small part of this conversation.
And sometimes It's not something you see coaches do a lot. At least my experience has never been that a coach will come out and say, hey, look, you need to come set more or balanced more and try to change mechanics in the middle of the game. There's usually some other type of reset word like, hey, I just need you to focus on this part of the catcher, or hey, I want you to throw this fastball through the mask. On a curveball, it maybe say, hey, I want you to set the target, about letter high, maybe aim for the batter's elbow and let it bend into the zone. Those are the little things you'd probably say as a coach. I don't think I've ever had a coach come up to me and tell me, hey, get all the way to the top of your leg, lift, find balance, and lead with your front side when I'm out on the mound. But I wouldn't put it past the coaches if that's if the player needs to hear it. But
all right, so here's Gavin Yates hitting .333. Takes strike one on the outside corner. Yates 0 for 1 today, flew out to center. And to your point, Mike, sometimes coaches, pitchers will have different keywords because in the heat of the game, it's difficult to have an extended conversation. But if you can go out there and you've worked out a keyword with your pitcher and you just lock in or reset or whatever it is to help trigger his mind to calm down, that's something that you'll see.
a lot of pitchers will have that built in. They'll have, before they pitch, they'll pick a spot in the stadium to look at as a way to reset.
Line drive through the hole on the right side. Great piece of hitting by Gavin Yates. So after a one-out walk, Yates singles, and the Pioneers have runners at first and second with one down in the top of the lineup. Murphy Madsen coming to the plate.
Now for the Pioneers, the shortstop, number 7, Madsen.
Davis bullpen is starting to stir. Looks like they've got at least one guy up throwing right now.
Lefty-lefty matchup here. Grant against Madsen. Madsen hitting .361, squared around there, pulled the bat back to take ball one. He is 0 for 2 this afternoon. Takes that strike on the outside corner. And the Lehi crowd is not happy about it. So 1-1 count. Grant with the pitch. High and inside, 2-1.
There's signs of fatigue in pitchers, and you can see it. It's more individual for every pitcher, but one of the signs that's kind of more universal is fastball starting to miss high, and even breaking ball starting to miss high. Usually a product of either like poor body control or core control, lack of balance, or the arm is slow to get to the release point. And it usually all ends up with a high pitch. We're seeing quite a few from Grant right now.
Fouled back. Evens the count 2-2.
That being said, that high fastball was a competitive pitch. It was definitely a challenge to the hitter. It's a good pitch by Grant there.
Two and two count, one down. Runners at first and second. Pioneers trail by 3. Bottom half of the 5th inning. See Grant taking a little bit more time in between pitches here in the 5th. Line drive center field. Could be extra bases. It'll score at least one. At the green light, rounding third. No throw. Williams and Yates score. Murphy Madsen with a 2 RBI double. The Pioneers trail by 1. Gavin Yates got a great read on that ball off of the bat. The moment he took off from first, he had visions of scoring in his head. The Pioneers getting the job done, doing exactly what they needed to do to battle back in this ball game.
Just, again, a great piece of hitting, a shortened up swing. It wasn't a full swing, but he shortened up his swing, shorter or quick to contact, put a barrel on it, put it towards the gap, scored 2 runs. Great job.
Grant misses high, ball 1. That ball gets away from Grant. We saw that earlier in the game, but there was no harm because nobody was on base. That wild pitch allows Madsen to advance to third. The tie-in run just 90 feet away. The thing's starting to unravel right now for Wally Grant. See if he can lock back in. Again, misses high. Counts 3-0. Another miss above the zone. We're going to have a conversation. That may be the end of the day for Wally Grant. Grant was cruising through 4. Started to see fatigue settle in here in the 5th, and after walking Cooper Williams, he gave up a single to Gavin Yates and then a 2 RBI double to Murphy Madsen. He walks a batter, and that is the end of the day for Wally Grant. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back with the new pitcher for the Davis Darts. Darts lead 3-2. You're watching the 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSL Sports. Back here at UCCU Ballpark, Brian Priest and Mike Matthews as the Lehi Pioneers battling back against the Davis Darts. The Darts scored 3 runs in the 4th. Lehi's got 2 here in the 5th inning. They've got runners on the corners, pitching change to tell you about. Croydon Christensen coming into the game for the Davis Darts. Christensen making his 18th appearance this season. He's 4-1 and has a 6.12 ERA as the senior. He's going to face the heart of the Lehi batting order with 1 down here in the inning. Cole Ybarra followed by Dawson Brown and Brandon Manukin.
If you're Croydon here, you're hoping to induce a ground ball and get a double play and get out of this right away.
Ybarra into the box. Christensen gets the pitch. Ball 1. There's the 1-0. The runner takes off. Foul ball. It's Boston Draculich down at first. Mays Madsen at third. Ybarra 1 for 2 this afternoon. He had a double in the 1st inning. Grounded out to third in the 4th. Another foul ball out of play. Throw to first, checks on the runner. Everyone back safely.
That was a good check. Pretty sure he was getting ready to steal there. His first step was actually towards second on first movement, still able to get back.
There's the 1-2. Misses outside. Brody McGuire tried to frame that ball behind the plate. Doesn't get the call. Evens the count 2-2.
Corey Knopton to a quick pitch right there. Quick pitch so fast, umpire wasn't ready to redo that pitch.
Pitch misses outside, 3-2, runs the count full. Croydon's got an interesting delivery. There's a lot of movement. Almost herky-jerky in style. Three-two tense moments here at UCCU Ballpark. The Darts trying to hang on to this 3-2 lead. Line drive center field. Positioned perfectly is Owen Talbot. The runner tags from third. Mays Madsen scores. We're tied up at 3. Cole Ybarra gets the job done with a sac fly, scoring Mays Madsen from third base. Now another quick conversation between the Davis coach and the home plate umpire. Looks like the Darts might be trying to appeal on the tag. Umpire saying he was good. He tagged up appropriately. It's a big second out for the Darts, though, on the play. Here's Dawson Brown.
Oh, we're 3 games in, and here we are in the 5th inning in a tie game. We're within 1 run. It's been the theme of all day.
Runner takes off. Strong throw. He's out at second base. Boston Draculich is cut down. That'll end the inning. But the Pioneers score 3 to tie the game 3-3 as we head to the 6th. A third game of the day and another barn burner here in Orem. You're watching the 6A High School Baseball Playoffs on KSL Sports. Ready to unlock your full athletic potential? At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping athletes conquer pain, recover faster, and achieve peak performance. Whether you're a professional, collegiate, or recreational athlete, our tailored approach ensures you're stronger, faster, and more resilient. From personalized physical therapy to sport-specific performance training, we guide you every step of the way. Plus, with remote coaching options, expert support is always within reach. Don't let injuries hold you back. Visit athletic-potential.com to schedule your free consultation today and take the first step towards your best performance yet. Still on the mound for the Pioneers, Hazen Elton. Elton facing the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the Davis lineup. Carter Garrett will lead off, followed by Cayman Sanchez and Gavin Jacks. Jacks takes ball 1 inside. Foul ball evens the count 1-1. Hard hit ground ball, diving attempt by the second baseman. It'll squirt through. Leadoff hit for Sanchez. for Garrett brings Sanchez to the plate. The second hit of the day for Carter Garrett. Sanchez, the Dart shortstop, still looking for his first hit. Struck out looking before grounding out to third. Tries to get the bunt down. Takes strike one.
Davis opting for small ball here, it looks like. It's worked so far. Those sacrifices can have big impact in the game if you can get it down.
Elton comes set. There's a bunt popped into the stands. Not often you see a bunt clear the netting. But here we are. Like the softball team should have brought their glove. They would have been able to make a play on that one. Counts 0-2 against Cayman Sanchez. Misses outside 1-2.
Good miss 0-2 there. See if he'll chase something out of the strike zone away.
Looks like we have some action in the Lehi bullpen. Left-hander getting loose. A 2-2 misses outside, runs the count full. If roster numbers are to be believed, that would be Ryder Aki up in the bullpen for the Pioneers. A junior left-hander. That popped high down the right side, foul territory. First baseman ranging over. Makes the call and the grab. So Sanchez is retired. Here's Gavin Jacks.
Now to play for the Darts, number 12, Gavin Jacks.
Jacks is 0 for 2 today with a pair of groundouts. That ball squirts loose. Runner takes off. The throw is late. So Garrett advances on the either a wild pitch or a passed ball. Not sure how that one's going to be ruled, but the Darts get an extra base out of it. And Gavin Jacks has a runner in scoring position. Ball bounced. It didn't get very far away from Brandon Mnookin, but he couldn't find it for a couple of seconds. Gave just enough time for Garrett to take off and advance to second. Jacks back into the box. There's the 1-0. Looked like Elton pulled that pitch a little bit. There was just a different movement on that delivery. And he tapped his chest. He knew it.
Yeah, a little quick to home. Trying to put that ball a little too much onto the outside corner rather than just trusting that it will go there.
It's back to it. Jacks fouls another ball back. Good play made by a fan in the stands. Just a spectacular crowd. You can see Lehi with the strong presence from just up the road. The Darts, probably a 90-minute drive north. A little bit more difficult for the Davis fans to get down here today on a Tuesday afternoon. But Lehi had no trouble filling this place. Counts 2-1 on Jacks. Misses inside. So Hayes and Elton playing with fire right now. Behind 3-1 against the Darts 8-hole hitter. Next up is Tyson Baggett.
Left-hander on deck. May see a lefty come into the game if he makes it to the plate.
Catches the outside edge, runs the count full. Jack's hitting 300. Trying to get that first base hit of the day. Strike 3 swinging. Elton gets the job done. Now it's up to Tyson Baggett. So Elton gets a quick word from his catcher, Mnookin. Now how they want to attack this left-handed hitter. Baggett hitting .304 this season. He's driven in 12. No slouch out of the 9-hole. Pop up left field, coming in on it. Gavin Yates makes the catch. So Elton keeps the Darts off the scoreboard. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied at 3. You're watching 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSLSports.com. Third game of the day is the third great game here in the 6A high school baseball playoffs. After the Mountain Ridge Sentinels handed Bingham a 4-2 loss, the Harriman Mustangs won 3-2, and now we've got a 3-3 game headed into the bottom of the 6th inning between the Lehi Pioneers and the Davis Darts. It's a pair of 3-run innings for both teams. Accounting for all of the scoring still on the mound for the Darts, it's Croydon Christensen facing the Pioneer leadoff hitter, Brandon Mnookin. Sorry, that's Dawson Brown leading off. Brown, the Pioneer cleanup hitter, takes strike 1. Following Brown, it'll be Mnookin and Jake Welch. Another off-speed strike. Christensen ahead 0-2. Misses outside. We do have a right-hander up in the Davis bullpen. See how long the leash is for Christensen. Fouled out of play.
Steady dose of pitches away. Has yet to come inside. He's just either been slow and off speed, or he's been trying to throw a fastball by him outside.
Misses off the outside edge, 2-2. Dawson Brown has struck out looking twice this afternoon. And takes ball 3 off the outside corner. Christensen nibbling, just not close enough.
I don't think Brown's seen an inside pitch all game.
A ball 4 off the corner. So Brown with a leadoff walk. Somehow, some way, it seems like leadoff walks always have a way of coming back to bite you. We'll see what the Pioneers are able to do with it here in the 6th.
Yeah, anytime you get a runner on first base and nobody outs, it changes the formation of your defense. So you're playing up the middle now for your shortstop and second base, trying to get double play. May open a few holes up in the infield. If you can get that first out, it gives you a lot of options as defense. But if you got a runner on first with nobody out, especially when it's a free pass, it's a tough hill to climb to get out of this inning without some damage done.
But if you're Christensen, the thought is try and keep the ball on the ground. Mnookin does not have great speed, so it's a double play chance if you can get a ground ball. Check on the runner at first, back in safely. Mnookin started the day hitting .312. He doubled in the 4th inning. Another off-speed pitch that misses outside. Counts 2-0. Christensen needs to find a way to be able to challenge these batters right now. Checks on the runner. He got him. The pickoff attempt is successful for Croydon Christensen. 1 out. What a massive out as they catch Dawson Brown leaning.
It's always a subtle balance between trying to be aggressive on the base pass, but not reckless. Looks like Lehi got a little reckless on that one.
Now 3-0 for Mnookin. Second straight walk authored by Christensen. And it's going to be time for a pitching change. That's going to be the end of the day for Croydon Christensen. The Darts are going to make a move. They'll go to the bullpen for the second time. It's 3-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching the 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSLSports.com. Your bottom of the 6th inning pitching change to tell you about coming into the game for the Darts, Sam Sevi. Sevi making his 12th appearance. He's got a 3.69 earned run average, a 4-2 record. And he comes into the game with 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Davis has a runner on first after a walk. Sevi's going to face Jake Welch, followed by Ozzie Williams. As this game comes down to the very end. What else would we expect in the 6A playoffs this year? We've had nothing but great games. Welch, the freshman designated hitter, into the box. Righty-righty matchup against Sevi. Strike 1. And that's what Christensen wasn't able to do in his appearance, is go anywhere near that inside corner. If hitters only have to worry about 1/2 of the plate, makes it way too easy. Sharply hit to short, backhanded, dropped. They're going to get the runner at first. Be interesting to see if we get an interference call. We do. Interference is called on the base paths. The runner slid into the second baseman, preventing him from being able to make the throw. So it's going to be a double play. We head to the top of the 7th, still tied at 3. You're watching high school baseball on KSLSports.com.
The Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
7th inning here at UCCU Ballpark. The Pioneers and Darts putting on a great one for the crowd here in Orem. Leading off is the Darts leadoff hitter, Caleb Weaver. Weaver takes strike 1 from Hazen Elton. Elton in his 3rd inning of work. Ball 1. There's strike 1. Evening the count. Weaver nothing for 3 this afternoon. He's flown out, grounded out, and struck out. Fouls the ball into the Pioneers dugout.
Elton's done a great job as a reliever. A little shaky when he first came in, but he has settled down and has been getting outs.
And the 1-2. Lined into center field for the leadoff base hit. Caleb Weaver does a great job, goes down and gets that pitch low in the zone and serves it into center field. So a leadoff single for the Darts as we get into the heart of the order. Owen Talbot followed by Wally Grant and Jackson Marble.
Now to play for Davis, the center fielder number 1, Owen Talbot.
Grant, of course, started the game on the mound. Now he'll settle into the designated hitter position.
See if Davis decides to go a small ball, move a runner over.
And with Owen Talbot at the plate, he squares around, pulls it back. Takes strike one. Talbot is 2 for 3 today. He's scored a run. Game slowing down a little bit as we get into the 7th. Elton checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 outside. Starting to see those shadows creep in along the first base side. Won't be long before home plate's in shadows and the pitcher's mound is still in the sun. Talbot tries to get the bunt down, pushes it foul.
As a hitter, when you don't execute on that, you got 2 strikes now. Your job is to try and still move that runner as best you can. Put the ball in play, but do it in a way that will hopefully help your team here.
That's exactly what Talbot does. Puts a ball into the gap. Weaver motoring into third base. Talbot with a head-first slide into second. A double. And the Darts have 2 in scoring position with nobody down. Good hold at third base. No reason to send Weaver with nobody down and risk him getting thrown out at the plate. Hazen Elton in a spot of trouble now as we've got double barrel action down in the Lehi bullpen. This may be the end of the line for Hazen Elton. Elton's had a lot of traffic on the base paths today, and there is the call to the mound. So we will take a break. The Darts have 2 in scoring position, nobody down in the top of the 7th inning. You're watching 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSLSports.com. Back here at UCCU Ballpark, great game between the Lehi Pioneers and the Davis Darts. The Darts are threatening here in the top of the 7th inning. 2 in scoring position with nobody down, and a pitching change for you. Cade Bailey coming into the game, taking over for Hazen Elton. Bailey making his 11th appearance this season. He does not have a decision to his name. Got an 8.02 earned run average, and he's going to have to earn it today. Facing a 3-hole hitter, Wally Grant. Grant singled in his last at-bat, also has a sacrifice bunt this afternoon. Takes ball 1. Oh, and I know if any old school baseball guys are watching right now, they don't like that Cade Bailey button on top jersey. Is that one of those unwritten rules?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's missing 4 buttons right now that are not buttoned
that's open down to his belly button.
Yeah. Cade Bailey style right there, I guess. But
you know what? Own it.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Behind 2-0 to Wally Grant. Huge spot right now for the Darts. Off speed catches the inside corner. 2-1. Bailey comes set. In the dirt, skips away from Mnookin. A run's going to score. Caleb Weaver comes in to score. Owen Talbot advances to third on the play. The Darts take the lead in the 7th. So a tough break for Cade Bailey as he buries that ball in front of the plate. Takes a bad hop past Brandon Mnookin. And the 3-1 pitch. Hit deep to center field. This should be deep enough to score Talbot. He tags. The throw comes in. Talbot slides in safely. It's a 2-run advantage for the Darts. Davis doing exactly what they need to do. Leadoff single followed by a double. Score 1 run on a wild pitch and then a sac fly to score the other. Bases are clear, 1 down in the 7th inning. Jackson Marble now.
Good job by Davis to come in and apply the pressure in the top of the 7th. Getting runners on 2 hits in a row. Put all the pressure on the Lehi for them to execute. And it's working out for Davis right now.
And you could just feel the air leave this stadium with Davis grabbing the 2-run lead. Another base hit. Jackson Marble keeps the carousel moving. There's Brody McGuire. Before McGuire can bat, we'll have another meeting on the mound. Cade Bailey struggling. A wild pitch allowed the first runner to score. Both of those runs credited to Hazen Elton. And that's going to be the end of the day for Cade Bailey. Bailey faces 2 hitters, retires 1, gives up 2 runs. Looks like the 4th pitcher of the day for Lehi. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back. You're watching the 6A High School Baseball Playoffs on KSLSports.com. Back here in Orem, Utah, the 6A High School Baseball Championship Tournament. The Lehi Pioneers trailing the Davis Darts with Mays Madsen coming into pitch. Madsen making his 5th appearance this season. He does not have a decision to his record. He's got a 2.8 earned run average. And he's trying to stop this Darts offense and give his team 1 more at-bat. A chance to come back. First pitch is popped up high, shallow center field. Coming in on it, making the grab is Dawson Brown. What a play by Dawson Brown. Great communication. You can see Ozzie Williams peel off at the last minute. So Brown can make the catch.
Yeah, great job. Brown's coming in full speed. Not sure he's going to get it. Both players are going back towards the baseball at full speed. Brown calling him off last second. Great communication and peeling off and making that play.
There's Carter Garrett. Left-handed hitting Garrett. 375 this season. He's 2 for 3 today. Takes strike 1.
Great job by Mays to come in and throw an immediate strike and get 1 out.
There's the 1-1 pitch. Misses low. It's good backhanded stop by Mnookin. Garrett takes another strike. 2-2, 2 down here in the 7th. Madsen trying to keep his team in this game, give him a chance. In the bottom half of the 7th. Just misses below the zone. Madsen wanted that one. Full count, 2 down. Runner's going to be in motion. Carter Garrett, the Davis right fielder, back into the box. Madsen ready. Strike 3 looking. Garrett's retired, doesn't like the call. That ends the top half of the 7th inning, but the Darts scored 2, putting the Pioneers on their heels as we head to the bottom of the 7th. You're watching 6A high school baseball playoffs on KSLSports.com. Bottom of the 7th inning. Lehi down to their final at-bat. Ozzie Williams followed by Cooper Williams and Gavin Yates. If any of them reach, it'll give Mays Madsen a chance. Pioneers need to score at least 2 if they want to keep this game alive. Both of these teams will play tomorrow.
Lehi needs base runners here. Good at-bats, produce base runners.
Sam Sevi still on the mound for the Darts, misses low, evens the count 1-1. Reminder, the top-seeded American Fork Cavemen set to take on the Riverton Silverwolves in the final game of the evening, scheduled for a 7 o'clock first pitch. Wouldn't be surprised if that gets pushed back a little bit. Here's the 2-1 from Sevi. Fly ball center field, going back on it. Making the catches, Owen Talbot. So 1 up, 1 down.
That ball was well hit. Just not enough to get over the top of the outfielder.
Wrong part of the park. Here's Cooper Williams hitting .286. Williams walked and scored. Actually, Williams scoring the first run of the game for Lehi. Getting that 3-run 5th started. Sevi, ball 1. Sevi pulls that pitch wide. Now behind 2-0. It's the 3rd game of the day coming down to the final at-bat. Some great baseball in the 6A tournament this season. Counts 2-1. Sevi misses high, 3-1.
If you're the hitter in this situation, you have one pitch in one location. I know I've said it before, but that is the pitcher you're looking for. Because if it's not the pitch you want, you do not want to be swinging at it.
This is high and inside. So 1-out walk issued by Sevi. That's the base runner the Pioneers need. Gavin Yates now. Yates singled and scored in the 5th. We'll have a quick conversation with Sam Sevi here before Yates gets an opportunity to hit. And this is some pressure-packed moments. Not a surprise to see the coach come out and talk to his team and try and slow things down. I mean, you're 2 outs away from advancing in this tournament. Well, this 2-run lead, you can't feel safe with it right now. The tying run at the plate.
If you're Davis, you're probably not feeling too safe with a 2-run lead, but at the same time, as a coach, you're going to go out and tell your players, look, We know what we're supposed to do here. You got a runner at first. What are we doing? We're turning 2. Right? Outfielders, are going to do their job, what they're supposed to do. But you just tell your pitcher, challenge the hitters, let your defense work.
Well, we had a 4-6-3 double play end the second game for Mountain Ridge. Will it happen again? I'm not going to call for it this time. I'll let you do it.
How about a 6-4-3?
Okay, I'll do it. That's good. Either way, we're turning one. Maybe a little 5-6-3. Great curveball. Big lollipop looper finds the zone. Strike 2. Sevi ahead 0-2 against Gavin Yates.
Now, if you're hitting this count, you got to put the ball in play somewhere.
And strike 3. Yates goes chasing. He is retired, so 2 down. Pioneers down to their final out. It's Mays Madsen, top of the lineup. This is where you want to be if you're the Pioneers. Have a chance to get a couple runs back with the top of your lineup coming up. But first, before Madsen can hit, he's going to have a conversation with his coach. I wonder if there's any conversation about trying to put a hit and run on. What the game plan is going to be here.
A lot of time the game will speed up for these players, and the coaches that have experience, they know that. And we've talked about it before, but a lot of times just remind them of the basics, right? Hey, we have 2 outs. We can't get picked off at first. It can be that simple.
Sevi checks the runner. Comes set. The pitch. Ball 1. Madsen doubled and scored in the 5th. Fouls it straight back. Counts 1-1.
I like that pitch from Sevi. It's a challenge pitch. Fastball, inner half of the plate.
Bounce it to first. Great play. Wow. How about Lincoln Green makes the diving play, steps on the back. That's going to end it. The Darts beat Lehi 5-3. A spectacular game as Davis scores 2 runs in the top half of the 7th to beat the Pioneers. Now, what are your takeaways from this one, Mike?
Yeah, this is just gritty playoff baseball right here. It's not necessarily who wants it more, it's who wants it more and taking care of those opportunities. And you saw Davis jump on it in the top of the 7th. 2 hits to lead off the top of the 7th, especially on that second hit when you're trying to bunt a runner over. You fail twice, you go down 1-2 and then get a hit. Davis just was able to play gritty baseball, execute when they needed to, and came away with the win today.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you see. You saw Davis when the chips were down, they were able to execute. Whereas Lehi just wasn't quite as crisp. Both of these teams still alive. Davis stays in the winner's bracket. Lehi will play another game tomorrow afternoon with their season on the line in that one. But we've got one more game today, American Fork and Riverton, so we'll close the book on this one. The Davis Darts score 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors in this ball game, beating the Lehi Pioneers with 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Next up, the American Fork Cavemen take on the Riverton Silverwolves. You're watching 6A High School Baseball Playoffs on KSLSports.com.